Okay, so this is going to be a demo on how to use Mel to create a IK and FK matching system. It's going to be going over the basics because it's going to be mostly introduction to the xform command. And the xform command allows you to both query and set the value of like a node in worlds in your scene. So we're going to be I'm just going to go over the just going to build a quick FK and IK arm. For the purpose of this demo, and set the code max to be a bit bigger. All right. And M joint for this. So now that we have that, we're going to just, so since we're not going to be skinning anything for this demo's purpose, we're going to just show this off real quick. We're going to show through the orientations of the joints. Just going to do this, get that done, and duplicate it twice. Go to result, set it to IK. And FK. We're just going to leave this window up for a bit because we're going to be using it a little bit. And now that we've got that done, we're just going to set up the FK system very quickly. And put those under there, and there, and there. Zero them out. Rotate the 90 to Z. 0, 0. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to be using a quick script that I made for setting up the offset groups. It just can be a little funky at times, so we're just gonna do that. Hand arm, but okay. I'm pretty sure that considering this is going to be a bit more of an advanced tutorial, it's going to be assuming that you've at least learned how to set this up. But if you haven't, if we would, yeah. Now that we have the FK setup done, it's going to group it left arm FK control group. And once we've got this IK set up, we're going to go to skeleton, no, not spline handle, IK handle RP solver right here and there, left arm EFF, and left arm handle. Going to create an IK control. We're going to just go right there. We don't need to set up the offset group for this one since we want it to be in world space and we don't want it to adopt the you don't want it to adopt the values of this joint for the case of this script because it will create some inconsistencies. I'm just going to create a left arm IK control group and group these into a control group. This will be grouped into a handle group. And all of these will be grouped into a joint group. We'll group these into a root. And for the sake of this, I'm just going to create a basic IK FK blender. So FK IK blend. And we're going to set this to IK FK. Oh no, left arm settings control. And put this into the control group as well. We'll zero everything out. I'm not going to be touching them. Now we just need to set up the FK and IK blender. Go here, maintain off, so it's going to be turned off for this one. And from there, we're going to take the, we're just going to go into the connection editor, grab this, grab these, find every control for this that we want to touch, find every attribute that we want to control with this blender, and we've got that done. We'll grab the IKFK control and all of the constraints, clear the graph, put it in there, move these around a bit, orient them a bit easier. Open up these, create a reverse node. Okay, give me weird left arm IK rev. How to put X goes here. And now that we've got that handled, we now can blend between them. Now we just need to grab this IK control and parent constrain it to that right here. And we will, for the sake of this tutorial, just orient constrain this IK control to the hand IK joint. So now we can control that. For this snapper, for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to match the FK to the IK. So for that, we need to have FK snap joints to reference to. We're going to just duplicate this arm chain, and we're going to rename the FK for FK snap. Delete everything like this, put them under their respective result joints. The IK is going to be a bit different. We're going to duplicate the control itself, down arrow to find the shape node and delete it. And we will create a IK snap group and then an IK default group. Because a common practice is to have a zeroed out control in world space so you don't have to refer to the origin, we have this snap group that will serve as its relative position in world space, but this default group will be like referencing back to the zeroed out point here. So essentially, this is going to be the default group is going to ground it. This is going to be the target. We're going to go to the joint group and put this under the hand result joint, and we're going to take the default group and just put it up under the joint group. First, we're going to begin by querying a specific joint, and then we're going to apply it to another object in the scene. So we're going to start out by defining the LR upper arm. Basically, the L is for left, R is for rotation, because all we're going to really be querying for this is going to be the rotation of an FK joint. We're going to then do that, equals, then now we're going to start a statement query for, well, now we're going to start a statement. So we're going to type the tilde and then the xform command. We're going to query and find the info on the world space and for the rotation of the L upper arm FK snap joint. Tilde, close the statement, and then a semicolon. For simplicity's sake, we're going to copy it, paste it, and paste it. Then just change out arm with hand for the bottom, and change upper arm to hand. Now that we've queried everything, we're ready to start applying. Ready to start applying this. So the FK is going to be a bit simpler. It's just going to be type xform world space rotation, and this is where we need to. I'm just going to break some things down real quick. We're going to type in the LR upper arm that we defined up there, and then open bracket 0 close bracket. Now we're going to need to manually type in that we want the X, Y, and Z rotation values of the LR upper arm that we get from the xform. And Mel breaks that up with a 0, 1, and 2. So X is 0, Y is 1, and Z is 2. So we're going to just do that and repeat it. LR upper arm 1 and LR upper arm 2. Afterwards, we will type in the destination, which will be the L upper arm FK control, and then close with a semicolon. We'll just repeat this. So xform world space rotation LR forearm 0 LR forearm 1 and LR forearm 2 for the L forearm FK control. So we're going to, since we're in 0, we're in FK, we're going to set this to IK real quick so that this will be controlling the result arm. So we're going to bring this sucker over here for the IK control, and we're going to just see if it works, and it works. So you'll want to be in IK mode in order to match the FK arm, and then we would add a line like set adder left arm settings control dot FK IK blend to 0, and then close that. And now that we've done that and move this, we can see that the result arm is now following the FK arm. So it's kind of designed to be like okay, you want to match it, we're not, in order to see instantaneous results, we're going to switch it to the next mode. Now that we've gotten the FK solution to work properly, we're just going to zero everything out real quick. And for the sake of the next thing, we're going to just pose out the FK chain. This is where it's going to get a bit more complicated, so we're going to open up a new mel. And we're going to need to begin by setting up because this is an IK solution, we're going to be matching both translations and rotations. So we're going to just define the LR arm, the LT arm, and then we're also going to need to define the LT arm WRP and the LT arm DRP. So the WRP is the world space position, the DRP is the default position, and then we're going to put in a cur transform to take into account the world position of the root node that you use to place the character around in the scene. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to go into starting a new statement. It's typed. We're going to start a new statement equals xform query world space rotation left arm IK snap group. Close that off. Just copy that right here, and we will paste it. Now we're going to change this to the translate. So instead of rotation, we're going to put translation. Then we go to the WRP, we're going to type equals, and we're going to change that, and we're going to keep it to the snap group. We're going to then from rotation to RP, which will be the rotate pivot. We're going to copy this new line, bring it down here, and we're going to change the snap group to the default group. Current transform, or the cur transform, is going to simply be a statement title with get adder on your root translate. So we're going to just type root translate. The name's going to differ depending on your rig. I only made it root to simplify this, and then close that with a semicolon. On your root translate. So we're going to just type root translate. The name's going to differ depending on your rig. I only made it root to simplify this, and then close that with a semicolon. Now that we've defined everything, we're going to start applying things. So when it comes to the rotation, it's going to be a bit more simple. We're going to just type xform world space rotation of the LR arm 0, the LR arm 1, and the LR arm 2 for the left arm control. Left arm IK control for this case. IK control. Then we go to the translations case, which is going to be a bit more kind of complicated. So we're going to type xform world space translation, and we're going to open parentheses, define the LT arm WRP 0 minus the LT arm DRP 1 plus cur transform 0. Close parentheses. I'm just going to copy this for the sake of simplicity. So paste. Oh crap. Oh crap. Cur transform 0. Close parentheses. So now we're going to open parentheses again. LT arm WRP 0 minus LT arm DRP 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so we're back. Now we're going to go and basically pick up where we left off. LT arm WRP 1 minus LT arm DRP. Unfortunately, Maya crashed on me again. Thankfully, we were quite near the end anyways. All you needed to essentially do is take this first line of code here, duplicate it twice, and replace the zeros in here with ones and the zeros in here with twos, and you now have the full setup complete. I'm going to simply type in the final thing that we didn't go over, which, well, for this specific code, it was going to be the set adder of the left arm settings control .fkik blend to 1 for the IK. Now I'm going to set this fkik blend to 0. Going to grab it, the fk arm, going to just double check that the result arm, yep. Then we click this, and now the IK arm is matched. We're in IK mode, and we're now in IK mode. I'm going to just have some fun real quick. See, just double check if it works. Now if we go to the FK solution, which I believe is right here, and now it works.